Let's see. Okay. So, guys, let me take these glasses off, actually. Okay, so we are live. Let's roll the astro dice to see what's coming up for the collective before people get on today. Let's see. We have Aries, Jupiter, and the 11th house. One of your friends is going to get a nice little blessing coming up soon. So expect that. Expect some good news from one of your friends. Something good's going to happen to one of your friends, especially if they are in Aries. But they're going to have some kind of benefic kind of energy happening to them. Okay, let's see here. It's actually really hot. As soon as I got on this live, I got hot, so I might have to turn the air down. Give me 1 second, guys. Let me turn the air down real quick. Okay. It was like really cold earlier. It was like raining and stuff, so let's see. So I'm basically answering questions. If anyone that's on wants to answer a question, the way this works is you can just write your question in the chat. Hey, Casey, how's it going? You just write your question in the chat, and then I get to the question with some tarot cards or oracle cards. And then Stacy says, hi, Cody. So Madhyati says, hello, hello. Yeah, so that's basically how it works. And then I answer whatever questions I see, first come, first serve. Well, no, it's not first come, whatever I see. So if the chat keeps scrolling, it's whatever ones I see in the chat. And then super chat questions are usually prioritized and most frequently answered. So let's see. Isabel says, hello, Cody. Can you do an energy check for love or education? Okay, let's do an energy check for Isabel on love and education. Let's do love first, energy check for love, and energy check for education. Sorry, guys, I just ate, so let's see. For love, it's interesting. I feel like you've been seeing the same types of people over and over again, and you're kind of sick of it. You're like, wow, I keep going on dates, or I keep doing something with some types of people, and it's like the same thing over and over again. There's like a repetitive factor, Isabel, that it seems like. But it also seems like with this woman like painting a pentacle here, it's like you do have a hand in creating what you want, the outcome you want. It's just a matter of like changing your approach to attract some new different type of person if you want a new different type of person. As far as education goes, there is a feeling of being blocked for some kind of position or a way of getting into a particular school or something like that. I do think this could be helped by the fact that if you have any kind of like you know those admission papers where it's like, oh, I have like this disability or this kind of thing going on with me, and that like gets them a position in the class, something like that. I would say don't be afraid to use that if you have something like that. Like it could be something as small as like ADHD or something like that, where it's like a lot of people have that, you know? But this is one of those things where it seems like there's some kind of like learning disability that needs to be overcome, or there's some kind of feeling of not being able to succeed as much as other people because of some disability or something like that. I want to pull one more card for you to see what else needs to come through for this education thing. We also have education at home. So if you haven't thought about this yet, if there's an issue with an institution or a college or a building or something like that, or going to a specific place to have an education, educating yourself from home could be very beneficial. And I'm seeing educating yourself from multiple different places in the world, something like that. There might be a lot of homework, something like that. If the college that you're going to, just be prepared, there's going to be a lot of homework or work to do at home outside of the class, if you're thinking about taking a particular class or something like that. I see you doing really well education at home, honestly. Let's see. Yeah, and that doesn't mean you can't travel. It just seems like that's just the kind of vibe that I'm seeing for that energy check. Let's see here. We have Stacy says, is my financial situation going to get better soon? Let's pull a finance card for that. Is Stacy's financial situation going to get better soon? And Isabella says, thank you, and sent me a little star. Thank you, Isabella. Isabel, right? Yeah. Stacy wants to know about her financial situation and will it get better soon? Okay. I'm gonna pull one more card. I'm gonna pull a tarot card here. There's a few things that I want to point out, Stacy. There is the two cards that came out right after each other was Beware and Comfort in reverse. Beware that like certain things that you feel are like things that you deserve because they're comfortable are are like you're extending your budget on these things, essentially. That's something that could be coming through with your finances, that it might be a time not necessarily to get a big windfall or to get a new job to earn income or something like that, but to be a little cautious in the stuff of like how much you are like spending on like extravagant comforting kind of things. I also see here with the leadership and the Knight of Wands in reverse, there's this feeling of wanting some kind of position of leadership, but knowing you kind of, it's like I feel like I want to make my own hours or I want to do something like that. It's giving the vibe of like a short-term position that could be coming in. Like you could be getting some kind of contract work or something like that where you are a leader for a particular thing and that makes some money. Let me read a little bit more of this card. You can expect to succeed in any leadership positions. Yeah, it feels like you might also feel like you're not fully advanced as far as like needing to be a leader, or like you don't have the wherewithal to do something like that. But the cards are saying that could be where a lot of income comes in. Let's see, we also have this crown and a knight. I think there's something about your looks too, Stacey, where I think that people find you striking or something like that in a way that makes them think you're a leader. I think people have come up to you before and asked you questions or like looked to you for answers or something like that. And so you've kind of thought about this leadership position or you're thinking about it right now. But it's like, I don't know, it's like, it feels like you're in, like, if I was you, it would feel like, I don't know if this is because I'm attractive or if this is because like I'm actually a good leader or what the case may be here. So it feels like there's a debate in your head. I do kind of see the leadership thing would be a good thing though. It's kind of what I'm seeing. So yeah, that's what I got for you, Stacey. Casey says, do I have a chance with my coworker that I'm currently crushing on? Let's see, Casey wants to know, does she have a chance with her coworker that she's currently crushing on? Okay. This is going to be a story because when I get cards like this, like all these come out. I'll show you guys these in a second. When all these come out, I have to do a quick read like I'm doing on like my shorts. So let's just see how that goes. Let's see. So first thing I want to say, your anxieties, there's might be a little bit of thoughts or anxieties about this person that are not necessarily grounded in reality. So there's certain thoughts about this person. They might not be who they seem to be. They might be, how do I put it? Just not who they seem to be. Your thoughts about them, there might be worry for no reason. Let's see, with the Queen of Wands here, I feel like this person comes and goes. There's a feeling of this person coming and going. Then they're a little bit mysterious, and at the same time, then they're in your face and they're talking and stuff like that. I do see there's a feeling with like inner child work. So funny, this came up for me recently. But like one person might be parenting another person, not necessarily in a way that's like, could be romantic, but it just feels like there's this feeling of like, this person reminds me of like me, or this person reminds me of like the part of me that was forgotten. We also have the Five of Pentacles here. I don't know if someone was, I don't know what this would be actually. Let me pull one more card and make this. Does it feel like you manifested this person, but it's just like they're not letting you in? That kind of feels like what this is going on. It feels like I thought about this person before I met them, but they're not letting me in. They're not letting me in. And then Three of Swords talks about, this card talks about potential heartbreak. Says, do I have a chance with my coworker that I'm currently crushing on? This card makes me think that it would be a good idea to back away from this person or to kind of pull your feelings away just because we have that heartbreak card. Yeah, and then we have the High Priestess and the Temperance card in reverse. It does feel very much like with your angels here and the High Priestess in reverse. This reading might make more sense watching it back after some things have happened. But overall, you have your angels with you internally is kind of what I'm seeing. It just might be hard to hear them at this time. There might be something else going on. Like I said with the anxiety card, there could be some anxieties inwardly that makes it hard to heal them. So meditation could be beneficial as well to like clear the mind and then kind of listen to the calm voice, you know, within. Okay, let's see. Maya Asmira says, hey, Cody, can I get general advice from Spirit? Yes, you can. Let's see. I want to use a different deck. So where's that deck? Okay, general advice for Maya from Spirit. What is some general advice for Maya from Spirit? Let's see here. Oh, it seems like you're worried about having to make a decision between two paths in the future, but it doesn't seem like you have to make that decision now, but it seems like you're concerned about it. It seems like there's a feeling of there's two paths that I need to take, and in the future I don't know which one to take. Both seem equal, and that's what's the kind of feels like the issue. The moon card in reverse makes me feel like you feel like you're never going to know how to choose. It's like, I'm never going to know how to choose. With the Five of Swords upright here in the beginning position, I feel like it's like a step-by-step thing. Like the first step to do is to kind of like go within and kind of like think and do research. I feel like research is going to be really important for this decision. You know, some people, it's like, it's just intuition. It's just tapping into your intuition. That's more like the Two of Swords. Like you see the path, you have to tap into what you're hearing and feeling and sensing. With the Five of Swords here, it definitely feels more like it's like I need to go within to find an out. That's kind of what it feels like. And the moon in reverse and the Two of Pentacles in reverse are these projections of the future. Going and doing a lot of research on what these two paths could be in the current position might actually help you like not even have to make a decision in the future is kind of what I'm seeing, because this feels like it's something that's in your head versus something that will happen. The decision might even be made for you, even though you think you are the one that has to make the decision. But with the moon card here, it just says that there's a little bit of confusion about seeing the future. So researching things and getting into a position where it's like looking at kind of like, I don't want to say rational might be the wrong word, but maybe rational, like what is kind of coming next as far as like researching what possibly could be the case. I'm seeing this moon above this mountain. And it does make me feel like eventually intuition is going to be relevant here and that'll come into play. But right now it seems like fact gathering. Like I need to gather information. I need to collect the knowledge. I need to figure out what are these different things that I'm concerned about. So yeah. Casey says, thank you, Cody. You're welcome, Casey. Let's see. Hi, Cody. This person spelled my name with a K. That's so cool. I like that. I can have a K first name, letter by name. Boss Lady, and then Maya says, thanks, Cody. And Boss Lady 883 says, Cody, I recently walked away from a guy and want to know, do I have a higher level soulmate in love in this lifetime? So I walked away from a guy and want to know, do I have a higher level soulmate in love? Do I have a higher level than this guy, soulmate in love in this lifetime? Ooh, okay. Let's see. I feel like this person felt like family to you, like you were really close to them. There's a feeling of wanting a family too. There's a feeling of wanting a family, but I do feel like what's coming next is a feeling of like, it's not isolation, it's just like being by yourself for a time period. And then it's about making a choice, right? There's a feeling of right now, currently wanting like a family really badly, wanting a connection with someone really badly, wanting a soul connection. But I do see with this Hermit card, the Hermit is dressed in white in this deck, and it represents like purification of the self. There might be certain ideas or things, even from family, that are playing out through you currently, that there needs to be a light that's shown on these things to get yourself in a more pure state of who you truly are. And I think that's what's going to happen in this period of time where you're isolated. Now, it's interesting because with the Two of Wands here, it does talk about this feeling of clearly seeing the options in front of you. And I think this is with relationships and passion. Let me pull one more card to double check. It's also with coworkers. So it's like with coworkers and teamwork. And that might be something that's really big in your relationships. It's like, how are we as a team? How do we work together? How are we as a team? How do we collaborate? But there's a feeling of following two different paths here and knowing which ones are the ones that are going to be a dead end and which ones are going to be the ones that are like fruitful. And it's all going to be through purifying yourself and the expectations from others and getting into a state of like, who am I truly and what is like my true essence? Yeah, that's what I got for you. Let's see. We Play says, can you help you with something? Can I ask? Yeah, you can. We Play says, I really want to know about my future spouse. Also, can you please tell me something that I really need to know right now? I'd be really glad if you do so. Okay, thanks. Okay, so future spouse. He wants to know about future spouse. I'm going to pull an Animal Oracle card. Let's see. He wants to know about future spouse. Okay, let's see. And we wants to know about let's do a card for Lee's future spouse so I get a little more information. And we wants to know about what you need to know right now. Okay. Man, I feel like I keep getting the Five of Pentacles. I feel like people are financially struggling. That's just a message coming out for the general collective. That's not necessarily your reading we. I need to look at the card, but I'm seeing that for a lot of people is kind of what I'm seeing. So we places, yay, let's go. Okay, cool. Okay, so we have skunk spirit, know your worth, and the sun. Your partner, your future spouse is someone who, how do I put this? In a way, they're striking, but at the same time, they know who they are. They know who they are and they know what they want. 5 and 4 adds up to a 9. And I think this person is someone who's very giving as well, very generous. This person also, like, I don't know, they could be a teacher of some kind as well. With the sun card here, they're very happy. They're very positive. They're like extremely joyful. This person's just such a good time. Like, you're going to really have a lot of fun with your future spouse. Let's see. The skunk is like balancing itself on a flower, which is really interesting. I think this person makes things look easy or makes things look like anyone can do them. But then it's like far from the truth. Like, people will try to do what this person does and just like not be as good as this person. I don't know if this person like works really hard to get these things done, or they just have a natural talent at certain things. Okay, let's pull that. I also think this person's very grounding. It's kind of what I'm seeing for you. Yeah, we have a 10 here with representative 1, and then we have 9. So it's almost feeling like a completion coming from some kind of ending. That might be how you meet this person as well. But yeah, with black tourmaline here, I really do feel like there's a grounded sense to this connection. I also think a message you need to hear right now, with the 5 of Pentacles here, you might feel stranded, but you have help on the way. That's the message that's coming through. You might feel stranded. You might feel stranded with one specific person in general, but you have help on the way. I feel like you've had these thoughts for a long time, but something is starting to bloom in your life right now, and it's making things clearer. Like, you're seeing things a little clearer, and help is on the way. Yeah, so that's what I got for you. Where's that deck? Okay, there it is. Let's see here. Moving things around. Let's see. Zainab says, why Ali feels stuck regarding Zainab? No contact. We places, thank you so much. You're welcome. Why Ali feels stuck regarding Zainab? No contact. He blocked silently. Thank you, Cody. Oh, okay. Okay, so why does Ali... I'm trying to piece together. Okay, so why does Ali feel stuck regarding... Are you... I don't know who you are in this connection. Are you Ali or are you Zainab? Because I can't tell which one's like the masculine name or the feminine name, just because of my own culture and not knowing that. Davik, she says, hi Cody, am I on the right track with my new small business plan? Okay, cool. Is Davik on the right track with new small business plan? You are, but there's a feeling of you don't want to get too carried away with like overwhelming positivity about what's happening. Yeah, there's a feeling of, okay, so you're on the right track currently, but when it comes to choosing a leader or some person, it's like a benefactor or something like that, or someone to invest in the business, something like that. There's some person of power who is showing you a side of themselves that they're more affluent or more powerful or more helpful than they actually are. They're like playing that role. So be careful of that. Just do your research, like especially if you're business and you're like doing background checks and stuff like that and like all that kind of stuff, like make sure you do your thorough research on this person. Check their resume, call people if you need to, whatever the case may be when you're hiring this person for the leadership position, because there are some people here who are like, I'm good at that. Like I'm this and that, and I do this, but like they might not have the credentials to back it up or something like that. We have the Knight of Pentacles or the King of Pentacles in reverse, and then the 5 of Pentacles, saying that like this could be a situation where you might end up being stranded with someone that you don't necessarily want to work with. So just be careful in this regard. Like, but overall, as far as the actions you've done, I feel like you made a good choice. You're keeping things balanced. You are staying positive, which is good. It's just that you don't want to be so positive that you're unrealistic in the situation. But yeah, the business looks good. It looks like with the Two of Pentacles here, like everyone's like managing everything effectively and all that good stuff. So yeah, just be careful of this person that you're looking to hire. I don't know if you are or something, but just be aware of that in the future. Let's see. Somadiu says, can I also know about my Divac says, thank you. Yeah, you're welcome. Let's see. I said that so sterile. You're welcome. It's like, you're welcome. Okay, so let's see. Can I also know about my future spouse? Is he someone known to me right now? Thanks. Okay, so Soma, I'm just gonna say Soma. Let's know about future spouse. Why am I going for this deck? Oh, okay, we're gonna do it. Soma, let's know about future spouse. And is he someone known to me right now? I don't think you know this person right now. But I am saying that this person might make a few attempts to get your attention, and you might like not really pay attention to them at first. It feels so much like this person might be trying to, let me pull one more card. And they might feel disappointed initially in the connection because it's like they're trying to get your attention and they can't. I don't know why that's coming through. Let me pull one more card. Yeah, but that's the thing, is this person's like an ideal romantic partner. This person is like gonna keep trying. They're gonna keep attempting to get to know you and to talk to you. And even if they get blocked by circumstances or any kind of inadvertent thing, they're really focused on that. This person with the Six of Wands in reverse is like really big on their own accomplishments. Like they're really big on accomplishments for them. They're not concerned about society's view of what success is. They're very concerned about like they set milestones for themselves and they are going to fulfill them. And that could be anything from like learning a new skill to like starting a workout program, something like that. They're very self-determined and self-motivated. I also see that this person is most likely a Leo. Let me roll the Astro dice for this person. Most likely a Leo, and it says be humble, so I feel like this is a very humble Leo. It's not like a Leo that's like boasting and bragging. They're like a very humble kind of Leo. Let's see, this person could also have Taurus placements, Gemini placements, or Aquarius placements. So just keep those out in mind. I felt called to pull Zodiac stuff for you, Soma, so yeah. And then that's what I got for you. I don't think you know them right now, honestly. It's kind of what it seems like. These ones fell. Yeah, it's, yeah. Yeah. Okay. Put this over here. Let's see. We Plays says, can you please tell me about their looks too? Okay, let's see. Where's the character oracle card? Let's pull some character oracle cards to see the looks of. Here we go. Okay. There's like a lot of masculine energy. We're seeing a lot of like masculine energy here. I don't know what your orientation is, or if you're feminine, masculine, what you're looking for. But we see someone in kind of like a uniform, kind of. They could wear like really, I'm a guy. Okay, maybe this is you then. I don't know. But basically, like this person dresses really like straight. LMO. Okay, this person has like let me pull one more card just to see. This person dresses like formally is the best way to put it, almost like in uniform or something like that. They have a slightly masculine nature. I think they're a woman. They just have a slightly more masculine kind of energy to them. I want to pull an animal oracle card just because I think this will help better with looks. Yeah, they're definitely like, they have some leadership energy here. They might have kind of like a masculine career as well, something like that. Yeah, they're like a leader. They're I don't know if you're attracted to like dominant women or women who are present as kind of like structured or or like sturdy or something like that, but that's the vibe this is giving. This is giving also visionary energy because we have the bald eagle here in architect. I think this person also likes adventure. They're well groomed. Like this person's very well groomed. Like they're always taking care of their appearance. It's like they probably wear darker clothes, or they like look like they're in some kind of uniform, or they wear leather jackets, or they have a professional kind of look to them. I think they like to drive. I don't know if you're like a passenger princess, but like I know you're a guy, but like maybe you're a passenger princess, and you just like to sit in the passenger seat and let someone else drive. I think they like to drive. That's kind of a vibe that I'm getting from them as well. Let's see what Wee says. I'm so curious. Wee says, how can I get personal readings from you? There's a link to my Etsy in the description box of this video. You can buy one there. And then Wee says, LMO, I would love that IG crying face. Wee says, can you answer my last question? Like, when will I meet her? I have to answer this next one, Wee, because it's a super chat, but just keep posting it and I will get to it if I see it. So let's see. But yeah, you can purchase a personal reading at the Etsy link in the description box of this live. JP2 says, what did my dream about destruction mean? Okay. What did JP2's dream about destruction mean? Interesting. Okay, what did JP2's dream about destruction mean? Let's see here. Ooh, okay. Let's see. I'm going to take a second to analyze this JP2, okay? It feels JP2, he plays his sure. Okay, let's see. So what I'm seeing is like, there's a feeling of battling or fighting. There's an energy of like a young person or a child or something like that, possibly the birth of a child in this dream or something like that, but then it getting destroyed or ripped away or something like that. There is a feeling with the 10 of Cups here. Ultimately, this is a sign to talk to you about moving away from like family dynamics and more focused on something that you're already putting effort into in the current time. It's kind of wanting you to knock you back on track in some kind of career direction. And the dream is in a way kind of showing you like, we're pulling you away from this like humane harmony, like either with your current family or a future family if you were dreaming about that. But there's a feeling of something with like a particular child or future child or something like that. And then battles or fighting or like, I mean, it's weird. I don't know if this is, I don't want to get like triggery with people. I don't know what your destruction dream was like fully, but it's trying to pull you away from like family dynamics, and it's trying to push you into back on track with some kind of work project that you've been working on, or it doesn't even have to be a work project, but something you're already on the path to doing because it's going to bear fruit in the end. Hold on. I don't know why I'm saying that. Let me pull a card to make sure that's the case. Yeah, star card. Yeah, there's some kind of fame or recognition. There's some kind of like happiness or releasing of burdens that this is going to bring you if you keep focusing on this one path versus trying to focus on like, or when am I going to have a family, or like, do I want to have a family, stuff like that. That's all kind of distractions, and the dream's trying to clear that out right now, because I do think what's going to eventually clear out that energy is focusing on the current path that you're on and keep chugging along. It's a long-term process, I know, because Eight of Pentacles is long-term, but you do have the star card as kind of like a reward, which is hope, which in tarot comes after the tower, which is the card of destruction, So you do have this sense of hope, you do have this sense of releasing these stars into the atmosphere and then following this path from your own heart, essentially, that you've kind of let into the universe, essentially. So yeah, that's what I got for that. Okay. Let's see. Asai Bidge says, what is the outcome of the situation between me and this guy? Thank you. Asai Bidge, what is the outcome of the situation between me and this guy? Okay, let's see. Outcome of the situation between me and this guy. How do I want to do this? Okay. Just Full tarot, okay. The situation between the guy. You're going to have a perspective about this person pretty soon, and it's going to make you think, like, I do not want to spend the time to get to know this person. Like, I do not want to spend the time. I don't want to waste my energy. But it is one of those things, too, where you're wondering why you're feeling that way. And I do see a friend helping you through this or someone counseling you through this. It could even be this particular guy. Like, you actually have maybe a really honest and open connection with this person. And it's like, do we really want to spend the time to make this thing work? It's like, it's going to take a lot of time. It's going to take a lot of time to get to know each other. It feels like it's a slow getting to know each other process. There is a perspective here that you have that with that person. And then there's a feeling of having that person still help you through tough times, but maybe seeing it as a different type of relationship than what you expected it to be. Because we do have the hangman here, which is a shift in perspective, and then an enlightenment in the secondary perspective of like, oh, it's this, it's not this at all, that kind of thing. So you can kind of expect that. Overall, let me see, I'm gonna pull one more card. Overall energy of this connection, we have the Seven of Cups. Yeah, it feels like there's a feeling of distractibility in this kind of connection, which makes it difficult to get close to the other one. At least internally. It's like internally there's distractions going on in your mind or their mind. And that's what's kind of making it difficult to get close. It's because both internally you're both kind of all over the place in your inner worlds is kind of what I'm seeing. So yeah. And then Juan Pa says, thank you. A building got destroyed around me. I was inside, but had more space around me after. Oh, interesting. What is the Malik says, what is the final outcome of me and my BF connection, reconciliation or separation? Whoa, that's a lot. I get it. What is that final outcome? Reconciliation or separation? Okay. So will Malik and their boyfriend reconcile or separate? Air turned off for confirmation. Right as I pulled the reverse Ace of Swords, it does feel like a separation. It feels like it gets worn down over time. But with the King of Pentacles here, it feels like someone is like still very generous, kind, caring, wonderful. Like it just feels like something about it it's getting worn down. This is the card of like, I love what I'm doing. I love who I'm with, but I'm just tired. Like I'm getting emotional. Wow. I'm just tired. I'm getting tired of this thing. I need to heal. I'm tired. And then it feels like there's this feeling of kind of like a parting of the ways is kind of what I'm seeing. No cups here, which is interesting. Swords, pentacles, and wands, which could make me feel like the romance might be dried up at this point or something like that. We have the moon here. The moon is talking about going with the flow. Even though this reading is telling you one thing, the moon is still saying go with the flow, go with the process of this connection because it's going to unfold the way it's supposed to. Try not to plan too much is what I'm seeing. Just kind of keep going with the flow. Obviously, you have to talk through issues and stuff like that when you're working with your boyfriend, but or best friend. I don't know if he was best friend or boyfriend, but I think you meant boyfriend. Yeah, but it's just to have this feeling of having to go with the flow. There's a lot of components at play is what I'm seeing. And I know someone can look wonderful on paper, and if it's just someone's making you drained or tired, sometimes you have to just move on to the next thing in life, you know? But yeah, it doesn't mean that like, I don't know, I think it'll happen organically because the Nine of Wands is like an endurance card. I think it's going to happen organically. It's just going to kind of, I don't know. It doesn't feel like detrimental or dark or anything like that as well. So yeah, let's see. Asub says, thank you very much. Yeah, it's been hard to like find time to talk. And then We Play says, when will I meet my spouse? Thank you. Okay, so when will We Plays meet his spouse? When will We Plays meet his spouse? Oh, I have a timing deck. Why am I using tarot? Here. Malak says, thanks, heart. You're welcome. Okay, so let's see. When will We Plays meet his spouse? Oh my gosh. One more just to see. Yeah, okay. This timing deck. I love this timing deck, but it can be snarky. Anyway, so I'll give you. So basically it says, allow things to come and it's worth waiting for. So that means it's like, if you're thinking about like, oh, should I do this or that? It's worth waiting for. Allow things to come means it's like allow things to come into your life. That just means that you're going to find this person the more you start accepting invitations to things. You start just letting people come into your life and affecting you and you affecting them. And then with it's worth waiting for, it's worth holding out for this person, whatever that means to you. If that's important to you, it is worth it. I tried to get one more card to see if there was a time going on, and I got today. So that's just this deck being a little sarcastic, because this deck is sarcastic. There can be, if I, So sadly, that's the answer we got for that. Soma DUT says, can I know when I expect to meet my future spouse? Yeah, let's see if the timing deck is nicer to you. Okay, let's see. Can I know when I expect to meet my future spouse? We got tomorrow, we got stop obsessing first, and 6 months from now. Yeah, the deck wants you to focus on like not, what is it called? Maybe this deck needs a timeout. I don't know. But tomorrow basically means like it could happen at any time. Like as long as you kind of let go of the idea of wanting this person so badly. It's like you have to let go of that concept of like, it's that old phrase of like, when you stop thinking about them, they come, that kind of thing, or that person shows up. And then we also have 6 months from now as well. So that could be a time when like it's really relevant that this process takes place, or that this person comes in because you've worked through this process, something like that. Sorry, guys. I don't think I'm going to take more timing questions today because I think this deck needs a timeout. Yeah. That's actually how I work with my decks. I was just like, if they're acting funky, I'm like, no, you go. I'm not going to use you for a week. Let's see. We place is El Nero. Yeah, see? Cycles. Every deck has a cycle, and if you want to use it in the wrong time. That's how I cleanse. I don't cleanse my decks. I leave them on timeout until they're ready to work again, and then I bring them back out. And that's why I have like so many decks, because I like rotate through them. Let's see. Zainab says, oh, perfect. Zainab's clarified this. Okay, so why does he feel stuck regarding Zainab? Her, no contact. He blocked silently 2 months ago. I am Zainab. Okay, so why does Ali feel stuck regarding Zainab? No contact. Okay, so why does Ali feel stuck regarding Zainab? Oh, okay, so why did Ali block Zainab 2 months ago? Why did Ali block Zainab 2 months ago? Why did Ali block Zainab 2 months ago? Looks like there's something about waiting, or was tired of waiting, saw something from a different perspective and was tired of waiting. There's a feeling of like, I was tired of waiting, and internally my conscience said it was the right thing to do. This is also that we have the wheel and the page of wands. So this could go in cycles. This kind of connection could go from like block to like 2 months off, and then 2 months on, and then 2 months off, and then 2 months on. So just be aware of that. But overall, this person had a perspective shift is kind of what I'm seeing. So yeah. And I think they got tired of waiting. And their conscience was like, just do it. Like, you need to do this for yourself. Something like that. So that's kind of what happened with Ali. Hopefully that answered your question. Let's see here. Zainab said, I meant stuck in a sense he hasn't taken any action till now. So he just took action? Is that what you're saying, like recently? Because I mainly saw a cycle thing. Like, it just goes in cycles. It's like someone's mad at someone and they're like, oh man, I can't stand this person. And they like leave them for a while and they feel free, feel happy. And then they're like, oh, I miss them. I miss them. Let me recontact them. And then it's like they're back in the connection again. Okay, so ET says, hello, when will I be in a relationship? Okay. Oh man, everyone's asking when questions. I can't answer the when ones today because my timing deck is not working well. It's like it's working. It's just not, yeah. No, he didn't. I haven't heard from him since 2 months. Okay, yeah. So that would be the reason why you haven't heard from him, is what I was like laying out in the reading. I just sent him our memories and he blocked me silently. Yeah, okay, I'm trying to remember. I already moved the cards off the table. I'm trying to remember what the cards were. It was the Temperance. Yeah, it's a perspective thing. It's just like his perspective of the situation. Like he had a shift in perspective, and then he felt like in his conscience it was the right thing to do. Poppy Cave says, "Hi Cody, please read my question." Oh, let's see. If you could just type it again, that'd be great. Because I don't. Let's see if was it recent? Oh, okay, let's see. It's a long one. Okay, let me read it. I found it. Hi Cody, I met a guy this month and he's going through a lot from his past and suggested I give him space. So how is he taking it, and if he'll be together after this? Oh man. Okay, I'm trying to piece this one together. Met a guy this month and he's going through a lot from his past, and I suggested I give him space. You suggested that you give him space. Oh, okay, let's see. Is the guy that Poppy is suggested to give space, will they be together after the space has been taken? Let's see here. I'm going to pull one more card. There's a lot that's seems like it's up in the air in this connection, which just means it could go in any direction. The main thing that I'm seeing is it's up in the air. There's a few things coming through here. There's friendships, like your friendships being involved in this situation that could have an effect on this. There's the connection between you and this person. And like I said, I got another cycle card, and it just feels up in the air. Like it's just like we tossed it up and we're gonna see what happens. A lot of these cards are reversed, which means it's almost like it feels like this person doesn't come back in, but it does feel like you're thinking a lot about this person until this person is not coming back in, if that makes sense. So it makes me feel like there's a definitive point that they don't come back in. But at the same time, it's interesting because we also have the Two of Cups, we have the Three of Cups, and that can mean that you're manifesting this person and it will be successful. It's just a matter of catching them when they come back down from this period of time. You have the Five of Pentacles, and the Five of Pentacles is asking you to stay healthy at this time. And to not worry about being shut out, it's not about you are shut out, nothing like that. Let me pull one more card. Let me pull off the top. Well, actually, I'm gonna shuffle. Let's see. Yeah, there's a lot of thinking about him is what I see, or this person. It's like you're thinking about this person, and there's a feeling of needing to work on your own self at this time and maybe not think so much about this connection. It feels like there's so many internal world thoughts about this connection, whether it's a relationship, will he get along with my friends? Does he like me? Does he admire me? Stuff like that. This is going to come in a new cycle. And with Five of Pentacles, it's just asking you to please take care of yourself at this time and work on some health things. Yeah, air's turning on for confirmation with that. And I don't do medical readings, so I'm not going to get into specifics about health, but it's just saying try to take care of yourself at this time. Let yourself be sheltered by someone. There's someone trying to help you and having you, they want to give you shelter, or in some, it's kind of coming through as a metaphor instead of something literal. Someone's trying to help protect you from something. Let that person protect you is what I'm hearing. And you just have to wait till it comes back down. It's we threw this out and it needs to come back down. I wish I could give you a clear answer of what's going to happen, but the cards are basically saying they want you to just redirect your focus to a different, and it feels like you have to push it out or something like that. I don't know. Hopefully that resonated. So yeah. Okay, let's scroll down. Let's see. Sign Up says, thank you, Cody. Heart. Poppy Cave says, yes, I did. Okay. Poppy Cave says, okay, thanks, Cody. I think I'm actually going to get off right now, guys. I think I'm going to move on and leave the live. Let's see. So, yeah, thank you guys again for being here. I really do appreciate your time and your energy. I appreciate my time and energy giving it to you. No, I'm just kidding. No, but I do appreciate you guys being here and hopping on the lives. It really does help. I'm doing these mainly because I think we're living in tough times economically. And so, I don't know, it just feels like inflation's up and stuff like that. So I wanted to do lives just to get, people who want to buy readings, you can, obviously. But I just want to help out and stuff like that. So that's why I'm doing these lives. And focusing less on pick-a cards and stuff. I want to do pick-a cards again too, and I keep wanting to do them. But ever since Neptune moved into Aries, Pisces is this internal thing, right? Aries is quick and to the point, and it's in your face, and that's how my readings have been when Neptune moved into Aries. So I apologize if the readings are shorter, guys, like as far as like timeline and stuff, but that's just how they're going. Let's see what everyone says. Dice8888 says, love you. And Zainab says, thank you, Cody. Stay blessed. Thank you, guys. I really do appreciate it. Let's see. Hopefully more lives soon and more content on the channel soon. And I'll see you guys.